Good evening, everyone. So, my name is Aswini Kumar. We will talk about the trade-offs and considerations for PostgreSQL clustering, a table clustering. So, before we jump into the topic, so the main advantage of clustering is if you happen to run your workloads, which is a kind of reporting agnostics, right? So it is better to leverage the clustering. But we have the trade-offs for the same topic, right? So if you have a read-heavy workloads, right, and you don't see much updates to the workloads that you're maintaining at your database, so then it is recommended to go with the clustering. So before you take a decision whether to go for a clustering or not, you just run explain analyze with verbose. So which gives you how the cache blocks or the blocks that is being read from the database will we come to an understanding by looking at the query planner. If your query patterns are sequential in case, then go with the cluster index. And for the cost benefits, if you talk about 20 to 30% based on the workloads that you run, so it will be. And when it comes to the trade-offs, the main thing is like you required enough memory to do the clustering for your workloads. So when you consider the clustering, right, in the background what happens is basically the database will try to reorder or rearrange the data in such a way to match to the sorting. So which means that when you perform a ranged type of queries, if you get that run, so cluster index will get used in the background. But to build the cluster index, you require more resources from the database and more time. When you perform the clustering, when you define the clustering, it will log the table for a certain period of time until the cluster is being built. So you require more maintenance. So if your workloads are more transactional agnostic, so you don't, better not to go for the cluster because this index required a lot of maintenance. So every time when you perform a bulk load or bulk updates or bulk deletes, if you perform such kind of operations on the table which has the cluster, it requires more maintenance period. And I have already called out if you have the right incentive workloads. That's all for this. And for the cost, and it's a maintenance overhead, operational overhead as well. You have to do the regular maintenance if your workloads are more of like a transaction complaint. So I have another topic too.